the Old Testament, the law of Moses, is referred to as the ministry of death. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 7. In verse 9 of the same chapter, it is referred to as the ministry of condemnation. This means that when the law of Moses is ministered, death is ministered to people. When the law of Moses is ministered, condemnation is ministered to people. If you dwell under it, if you operate under the law, you are going to believe wrongly. You are going to find yourself condemning lives. You are going to find yourself ministering death. You are going to find yourself judging people. You are going to find yourself praying that people should die. You are going to find yourself finding fault with people. And that fault finding is the fault, the problem of the Old Testament, as we have it in Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7 and verse 8. I read from New Living Translation. If the first covenant had been faultless, there would have been no need for a second covenant to replace it. Verse 8, but when God found fault with the people, ditto. So the fault of the old covenant is that it finds fault with the people. If you live under that covenant, or continue to live under that covenant, you will find yourself finding fault with people. You will find yourself condemning life. You will find yourself killing. You will find yourself destroying life. You will minister death. You will minister death. But when the Old New Testament was given, it was given not to find fault with people. It was given not to find fault with people. The New Testament was given not to find fault. In verse 12 of the same chapter, the Bible says, and I will forgive their wickedness, and I will never again remember their sins. The New Testament does not remember sins. The New Testament does not find fault. The New Testament does not keep a record of sin. And that is the covenant under which we are. Notice the major difference. The Old Testament finds fault with people. The New Testament does not find fault with people. The New Testament sees you in the light of what God has done. When you are declared righteous, justified, God sees you as righteous. He sees you in the light of what God has done. What God has done, what Jesus has done, is what God keeps on counting on your behalf. It doesn't count your sin. And that is the blessing we have under the OT. That is where we live. Remember, OT find fault. You don't dwell under it. You don't dwell under it so that you don't put yourself into bondage, nor put other people into bondage. God bless you.